Hey guys, and welcome back to a long overdue video. I know I've been MIA guys, but I'm back now to drop this banger video on you guys and show you guys how I make my barbecue pork chops. So let's get into this video. So guys, here I have one family size pack of pork chops, and I have a regular one that has like 4 pieces in it. And this is for all who live in Jamaica. This is copperwood pork, the best pork ever you can use to cook. So I'm using copperwood pork chops today for this video. So this pork chop is like a thick cut. It's a little thick, and that's what you guys want, a nice thick, nice pretty pork chops. And these are nice and fresh. Big up copperwood for these pork chops, they're really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean them up, and then we're gonna season them up. So pop them in the oven. So as you guys know, always wash your meat. I always say it in all my videos. Always wash your meat with some lime and vinegar. Run it underneath the water, and when you finish washing that meat, make sure you sanitize back out your sink and kill all the germs in that sink. So guys, when you finish washing the meat, you want to ensure to try to get all that water off of the pork chops, even if it's like damp and paper towel on it to get some of that water out of it. So we're gonna go ahead now and season our pork. So here I'm gonna go in with some black pepper, and here I have some paprika, and here I have some Maggie all-purpose seasoning, and here I have some onion powder and some garlic powder. And the amount of seasoning is going to be down in the description, so you can go ahead and click that and find the full recipe down in the description. And I went ahead also add some Lawry seasoned salt. If you don't have the Lawry seasoned salt, you can just go ahead and use your regular salt. So we're going to combine our dry ingredients, and now we're going to add it and sprinkle it all over the pork because we want a nice flavorful juicy pork. We don't want no dry pork chops, we want it nice and juicy. So we're going to go ahead and throw some of the seasoning all over the pork, and then we're going to combine it together. You want to massage that seasoning in the pork. After putting on the dry seasoning, I'm gonna go ahead and put some of my homemade jerk seasoning on it. I promise you guys I'm going to do a video on how I make my jerk marinade seasoning. Just give me some time. I promise I'm gonna make it, but I will put down in the description of what's in it so you guys can have an idea of what to blend. If not, you can go ahead and use a store-bought one. But be mindful of how you're using the store-bought one because they tend to be a little salty, so don't use a lot of it on it. massage that jerk seasoning nice and good into the pork chops. You want to ensure all of them have seasoning on it. So you want to go through them and just rub the seasoning all over it. That's how the pork chops look after I rub all the seasoning in. It's nice and seasoned, and it will be great if you guys do this like a day before. It will add extra flavor to it. So if you pop it out of the freezer and season it up and then cook it on Sunday for Sunday dinner, that will be great. So here I have my baking tray, and I layered it with some seasoning, some scallion, a scotch bonnet pepper, some thyme. You can add garlic to this, you can add rosemary to this if you like. It just adds a little extra flavor to the pork. When it's cooking, it's going to release all those juices and the pork is just going to absorb it. So I like to lay some herbs when I'm doing any form of baking. So I'm going to go ahead and lay the pork chops on the tray, but it was so much pork chops so I had to put the rest of them on another tray. That's how it looks, guys, after I lay them on the baking tray. Now I'm gonna pop them in the oven. So please remember, meanwhile you're cleaning the pork chops and seasoning them up, turn that oven on so it can preheat. So guys, here is the pork chops after about 20 minutes in the oven. So you know, when I'm baking, I like when the juice released from the meat, I like to baste it. So as you can see, the pork chops are already nice and tender and cooked. So I'm gonna flip them on the other side so the other side can get some love as well in that juice. We don't want to overcook the pork chop, so we're not going to let it stay in the oven too long on the other side because we want it to stay juicy. So we're going to go ahead now and let the other side get some of the juices that's released from the pork. So we're going to pop it back in the oven for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to baste it with the barbecue sauce. So guys, the barbecue sauce that I made is the same barbecue sauce that I use for my oven jerk barbecue chicken. So you can go ahead and go to that video to see how I make that barbecue sauce. So I'm going to go ahead and baste the pork chops with the barbecue sauce. Use as much barbecue sauce as you like and basting both sides. So after I did this side, I'm going to flip it around and baste it on the other side, and then I'm going to pop it in the oven for like 5 minutes so that barbecue sauce can soak on it for a bit. Please guys, don't leave it in the oven any time longer because it will overcook and the pork will get dry, so you don't want that. Also guys, let me know down in the comments. I'm planning on doing a Christmas special on some of our good dishes like some curry goat and some oxtail fried chicken for our Christmas special, some ham recipes. So comment down below, what would you like me to do on our Christmas special coming up, for Christmas is around the corner. So let me guys know, what would you like me to prepare on my Christmas special. So now we're going to put this back in the oven for about 5 minutes or less, and then we're going to take it out, and that's how the pork chops looking, guys. Tell me now guys, talk truth. This was banging. I hope you guys try the recipe. It was so good, you guys won't be disappointed. I went ahead and did this with some nice creamy garlic mashed potatoes. Thank you guys for watching as always. I appreciate all the subscribers, and I appreciate for all the new subscribers. Hey guys, and please to go tell a friend to subscribe to my channel. Like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.